What's good? Y'all know who it is. Y'all know what it is. It's your boy Matthew Shack, live here in Los Angeles on Oscar night. It's Oscar night right now, man. It's going down. Welcome to Matthew Shack Unfiltered. First things first, salute to the Unfiltered Nation. Salute to Unfiltered fam. Salute to the Mod Squad. Salute to you Goonie Goons. Run the likes up. Keep the likes at 50%. Last but not least, tip your bartender, dog. Yeah, I thought I'd just tap in, man. It's Oscar night here in LA, man. So, everybody's going to be in front of at least, people that I know are going to be in front of the Oscars is see what's going on with Michael B. Jordan and these cats, man, with the Sinners, and see whether or not Michael B. Jordan walks out with an Oscar tonight. So, we're going to keep this short and sweet. We ain't going to go too long unless it's popping. If the party's popping, the party's popping. It is what it is. Okay? But, I just walked in the door, bruh. There's not going to be no Blaze one for the nation tonight based on the subject matter. No Blaze one for the nation. But we're going to talk about these Kansas City Chiefs right quick, because the Kansas City Chiefs are a team we need to be paying attention to, man. We need to know what's going on with them. So we're going to talk about that right quick, man. Talk about anything else y'all may want to ask. You guys feel free to. All right. I just walked in the door, bro. So, let me get this going. So Russell Wilson, man, is now the next contestant of the B. Patrick Mahomes' backup, campaign. It's not official yet, but I read enough about it and I heard enough about it from Chiefs Kingdom that I felt that it needed to be discussed, because you could spend your time concentrating on you so much that you don't even pay attention to who's around you and what's going on. You're so caught up in yourself, you just walk right off a cliff, man, like Wile E. Coyote, So for me, I'm paying attention to the people I need to pay attention to. That's everybody that's not me, all right? So that's why I pay attention to everybody that's not me. I mean, I pretty much understand what I'm going to do, but I'm going to try to see what you got popping. Russell Wilson's next stop may already be taking shape. As the 2026 free agent market continues to unfold, the veteran quarterback has emerged as a potential option for the Kansas City Chiefs. I believe they are talking. A development has circulating across many league conversations. Wilson remains unsigned following his departure from the New York Giants, where he backed up Jackson Dart. His name has recently appeared amongst the top free agents in the National Football League on the open market. Okay, this particular situation, okay, has drawn particular interest because the Chiefs are currently navigating uncertainty surrounding the recovery of superstar quarterback Patrick Mahomes, who suffered a torn ACL last season. That's why I'm covering it, because they have an uncertainty that Mahomes is going to be ready week 1, bro. Okay, so hey, we all know Andy Reid and the Kansas City Chiefs and Chiefs Kingdom ain't too proud to bed. I mean, they took former Raiders starter Gardner Minshew last year as their backup. Okay, when he got hurt, when Mahomes got hurt, it was nothing but laughs and shits and giggles seeing Gardner's shit show back behind the thing, man. It was just absolutely hilarious. Went out there and threw an interception anyway, man, just to make it clear. Okay, so there's a lot of concern about that. While Mahomes is expected to return, the timeline for his full recovery remains a key factor as the team evaluates its depth chart. So they're saying, hey, man, he's expected to be here, but obviously it's not leaps and bounds, man. All right. Okay. So it says right here, the position behind Mahomes has also opened up in the offseason after Gardner Minshew departed in free agency, leaving Kansas City without a primary backup quarterback. So as of now, they don't have no quarterback. Kansas City doesn't have a backup. Doesn't even have a backup to Mahomes. They probably only have really like one quarterback on the roster, and that's Mahomes. If something was to start today, what would they do? Okay, so um, Wilson's availability comes at a moment when experienced quarterbacks are in limited supply. All right, so they're saying, man, experienced quarterbacks nowadays, man, there ain't a lot of them, which is why these guys are having longer careers. All right, let's get these likes up. Likes ain't liking. Let's roll. Okay. ESPN recently ranked the longtime starter amongst the best unsigned players still available, placing him alongside other veteran quarterbacks such as Aaron Rodgers. We all know where he's going. And Kirk Cousins. There's rumblings about him coming to Las Vegas. Okay. In the free agency pool. This year, Russell Wilson will be 37 years old. Not too old, not too young. But, when you got, when you had Phillip Rivers come back and he's 44 years old, I mean, how old is really 37 in comparison? Huh? Aaron Rodgers is 42. Joe Flacco is like 42. So cats in their 40s have been spinning it out there as of late. All right. His most recent NFL stint came with the Giants, where the season began with Wilson as the team's starting quarterback. Jackson Dart took over earlier in the year. He made 3 starts and then the transition occurred. So during the time he was with the Giants, he threw for 778 yards, 3 touchdowns and 3 picks. Not bad. He played better than Gardner Minshew did. Okay. So that whole situation with Jackson Dart, that helped him. His presence helped being there. So he's also a bridge quarterback. He didn't last long, but he was still a bridge quarterback while he was there. Okay. So as far as Patrick Mahomes is concerned, Patrick Mahomes has been seen a lot outside. Okay. He's been currently focused on his recovery after suffering the most significant injury of his career. 2025, 3-time Super Bowl champion, tore both the ACL and LCL. Okay, I thought he tore an MCL too, but he didn't. In his left knee in a December 14 loss to the Los Angeles Chargers. The injury immediately ended his season and forced him to undergo surgery the next day to repair the damaged ligaments. And you know who did it? The person who repaired this damaged ligaments is Dr. Cooper, who was also there diagnosing Max Crosby. He was one of those 6 doctors that was in that room looking at Max's knee. And so this guy is everywhere. Okay. All right. Straight up. All right. So he's been seen, Patrick Mahomes, without a protective boot. Returning to the public, he was at a couple of NCAA basketball games, man. He was BYU versus West Virginia at the T-Mobile Center in Kansas City. So he's been rolling around doing his stuff easy. Shared footage of himself in the arena at Instagram stories with fans getting a glimpse of his off-season program. So as of now, man, Kansas City's not looking too swift right now as far as not having a potential starter that the rest of us need to be concerned about, man. I mean, Russell Wilson is not going to do anything. Let's just keep that an absolute buck. Nothing's going to happen. Okay? Nothing. But we still have to understand, man, that we got a lot of time left. The prognosis is 9 months. He got hurt on December the 14th. 9 months from December the 14th is September the 14th. Okay, so that could be, a couple of games into the season, maybe like 2 games in the season. Maybe you come back by week 2, week 3. But I expect to see a different Patrick Mahomes than the Patrick Mahomes we had previously. I definitely expect to see somebody different. All right, so that's what we got, man. It's Oscar night. I don't expect to go long tonight. It's not a lot popping. But we still need to be paying attention to what our enemies are doing, all right? So if I was Kansas City, I would definitely sign Russell Wilson because Russell Wilson is probably going to be cheap as shit. Ain't going to cost a lot of money. You try to bring in a Kirk Cousins, it's going to definitely tax you. You might just be better off going with Russell. And I would love to have Russell there because Russell definitely loses when he plays the Raiders. He definitely loses, bro. He was with when he was with Denver. Denver didn't lift their heads up at all, bro. Loved it. Nothing better than to have Kansas City be in that same position. All right, if barring Mahomes, doesn't get hurt, doesn't come back in time. As far as Mahomes is concerned, hey, I want you to come back at full strength so we can play you like we're supposed to. But if you're not there, man, we're not taking an attaboy. We're going to go ahead and take that win. All right. So, let me see what you guys are talking about, man. Like I said before, I'm just here so I don't get fined. But at the end of the day, man, it's Oscar night. I don't expect a whole lot of activity, but we're definitely letting it be known. And any of you Chiefs Kingdoms fans out there, please let me know what you think about Russell Wilson being your backup. I mean, I think it's a good look. I think it's a good look for you, Kansas City, because you had Gardner Minshew last year, and that wasn't a good look. All right? So, I mean, it's definitely an upgrade. Without question. Definitely an upgrade. All right? So, all right, man. Let's see what's going on, man. Like I said before, I'm trying to see what's going on with the homies, man. Michael B. Jordan, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to see what's popping with them cats, man. Ryan Coogler, man, out of Oakland, man. That's Bay Area, man. Yeah, area. I need to see if the yeah area homie Coogler wins him an Oscar for Best Director. So, like I said before, I don't expect this to be barbecue chicken, but if it turns out to be barbecue chicken, we will eat some barbecue chicken. Okay, let's get it popping. Anything you guys may want to ask me about anything, now's the time, you guys. Now's the time. All right. Okay, man. Daniel Berry Sports, what's going on? Justice Saw said, what's goody? Hey, man, it's just been good today, man. Been pretty good day today. Went out with the fam bam. Took them down to CO Beach, man. Was down there for a while, man. Enjoying the vitamin D. Getting out in the sun. Having a great time. Been a good weekend, man. Been a good weekend. So, hey, man. Want to finish out strong, man. Finish out strong. All right. Flex Money. Where you been at, Flex Money? Flex Money, I have not seen you around, big dog. You got a lot of videos to watch, man. You better go back and watch these lives, bro. These lives was on fire, man, especially earlier in the week. 9,500, 13,500, 13,700 views on those videos, man. We just been cooking, all right? Cooking. What an absolute crazy time it has been. In the past week or so, man, just was phenomenally crazy. Today's kind of like a slow news day because of the Oscars. All right. So it is what it is. All right. Carlos Haller, what's going on? C Hall in the house, what's going on? C Hall. All right, man. Justice Saw said, and don't blaze one for the nation. No. There won't be no blaze one for the nation. I do got my blood orange ginger beer that I'm sipping on, bruh. Definitely sipping on some scissor. Definitely doing that, okay? Straight up. All right, man. Ron G, what's going on, Ron G? What's happening, Pippin? All right, man. Chris Leonard. Chris, you weren't here yesterday, man. We was in there cooking. Let me tell you guys something. If you guys are Raider fans, you know that we're open to everybody over here. We're inclusive to everybody. As long as you come over here and you got some common sense and you got respect, you can be here. And you don't mind your team getting cooked when it's your turn, you can be here. But Chris, last night, man, I gave a history lesson at the end of the live, man, talking about Al Davis and Pete Rozelle in the state of the league. I went crazy, bro. And by the time I was done, I was mad, man. I was mad after that. Like, I was fired up, like I was ready to play. So, you missed last night's live, and you're a Raider fan, or even if you're a fan, Kansas City or somebody in this division, or just you want to have some good game, you need to listen to that live from yesterday. That live from yesterday was very, very good, talking about draft picks and how the Raiders did not take care of their business when it came to those. All right, man. Carlos Sanchez, man, Shaq and Unfiltered Nation and Family. Yes, sir. Justice Ah, let's get these likes up. Yeah, man, the likes ain't liking. Likes ain't liking, man. Likes need to be a little bit more heavy. Kind of light on the likes, y'all. All right? I mean, I understand, man. Everybody's kind of lazy right now. I get it, man. Especially me. I've been in the sun all day, driving all over everywhere all day. I'm kind of winded my damn self. But at the end of the day, man, we still got work to do. Bushido! What's up, man? Brother Abashak, did the Trojans make the journey? I don't know if they did, man. I was paying attention what was going on in the ACC with Duke, because I'm a Tar Heel fan in basketball. So I was not happy that Duke won the damn ACC tournament. The title. I was like, damn, man, I want to see them Dookies win shit. But hey, I would not be surprised, bro. But Trojans lost that player, that really good player. Trojans basketball, the player that everybody said that he might be 35 years old or some shit. Fake this documentation. However how old he was, but he was balling. He was averaging like 22 a game. Okay. Sarah, what's going on, Sarah? Hey, Sarah. You know the wife is watching the Oscars right now. I told her to let me know what's going on with Ryan Coogler and Michael B. Jordan and them cats. I need to see what's popping, man. Especially if the Bay Area is taking home an Oscar. Hey, we need to make that pop off, man. I thought that Ryan Coogler should have got something for all the Black Panther movies that he did, and the Oscar Grant story and all of that. I thought he should have won something a long time ago, but we'll see. I'm hoping that that's the case. All right, straight up. Okay, just a sizzle. You know what it is? Okay, Broncos country, let's ride. I mean, it's funny as hell. Okay. All right, Chris Leonard. Hey, Shaq, man. How we coming out to hear anything of resigning Devin White? He wouldn't help this defense out 100 tackles, but we heard nothing. Well, man, unfortunately for Devin White, we got a younger, more efficient Devin White by the name of Quay Walker. Yeah, Devin White had 160 some odd tackles, but Quay Walker is one of only 2 Green Bay Packers in their illustrious history to ever average 100 tackles 4 consecutive years in a row. And Quay Walker's 25. Might not be no Devin White. Just keeping it a buck. Might not be no Devin White, y'all. All right. Just a saw. Said, how long is Patty Case going to be out? Prognosis is 9 months. He got hurt December 14th, 2025. All right. 9 months from that, it's September 14th. So that's around week 2, week 3 area. So, I mean, are they just going to throw him back out there? Or are they going to give him a time allotment? Like, what are they going to do? Mahomes has never been in this position before. So, I'm willing to believe they're going to take their time with Mahomes. Okay? All right, man. Okay, yeah. Don't forget tip your bartender, man. Tipping the bartender is always favorable. All right, man. Sarah says, I'm watching the Oscars and watching you. Hey, man. I'll tell you this right now. I know my wife ain't watching me at all. My wife is in there watching them Oscars. She got her eyes. Also, her girl, Teyana Taylor. She's hoping that Teyana Taylor takes home an Oscar tonight too. She just bought the Teyana Taylor Jordan 3s, a Rose from Concrete last night. Actually, I tried to get them for her, and my wife hit on them and I hit on them. But I'm like, damn, I don't wear a size 5.5 men's. I needed them pieces to be 13s. Didn't happen. But, hey, she's happy, so that's all that matters. All right, man. Justice I said, I got the USA Dominican game on right. Warriors and Knicks, not a huge movie guy. I understand that, man. You got to like what you like. I watched the tail end of USA with Canada, and that damn relief pitcher was able to strike out the side in the 9th inning. Well, he's only up 2. So, Dominican Republic got dogs. Okay, I think Juan Soto's on that team. They got a lot of dogs over there, dog. So, USA better come out swinging. Okay, literally. Okay? Yeah, people like movie stars. It is what it is, man. But, I got to support. All right, man. I'm in the game. All right? Wilson's a quarterback when we play. It's absolutely beautiful. That's precisely why I'm here. Justice Saab. You have moved up the totem pole in regards to your training. Oh, I heard my wife clapping about something. Babe, who won? I can't open the door. I can't hear you. Nah, you got to come here. I cannot hear you. Motorcycles, all kinds of stuff. I need to hear. Come here. I need to know what happened. All right, after they done with the speech, somebody won. She was clapping her ass off, man. She talking about out saying something through the door, man. These the glass doors is thick as shit. Somebody won because she was clapping. Jordan Bankhead up there in the man. Hey, we might get us one. Man. Ryan Coogler might be walking home with one. He might be coming back to the crib with that Oscar, okay, with that Academy Award. All right, man. Okay, Justice Saw said Garden Shit Show was absolutely horrid. Hey, man, he's not our problem anymore. Okay, Bushido said Sinners won original screenplay. That's dope. That's dope, man. That's dope. I don't know if that's what she was happy about, but man, that's big because that movie, Ryan Coogler owns that movie. It's a deal, you know, because you guys know I do movie scoring and all that kind of stuff, man. Commercials. I'm in SAG. I'm in SAG-AFTRA. I'm in the union. So it means something to me because I'm in the union. All right. So you know these are my fellow union guys. Okay, because they all in the same unions I'm in. All right. So but Ryan Coogler it actually owns Sinners. So he's gonna the rights of his is gonna revert back to him real quick. So the industry is up in arms about it. A lot of them because they're like, hey man, how come he gets his movie and we don't get ours? But that's the game. Somebody has to be the one to figure that out. Okay, it's kind of like you get signed to a major record company and you present the album, but you still own the masters. That's pretty much what's going on, and that doesn't happen in the movie industry. But they win these Oscars, man. There's going to be a lot more there. All right. Antoine Jackson, what's going on? AJ, what's going on? Justice Oz said Russell Wilson is done, but he knows what quarterbacks get paid. Yeah, man. I mean, he's 37 years old. You see guys collecting bags in their 40s. This man is 3 years away from turning 40 years old. I mean, that man could play. Plus, you know, I think him and Sierra still having kids, if I ain't mistaken. Okay. All right, man. Might as well. Okay. Straight up. Egletarian, what's going on? Egleteezy. E-Trip. Hey, E-Trip. What's going on, E-Trizzle? Hey, man. I saw you on the hog, bro. Seen the pictures. Yeah, like I said, man, make sure you gonna get your stuff. I got some stuff for all of us, man. You guys ain't understanding what's getting ready to go down. All right. I got some stuff. I just finalized some stuff today. You understand, man? Real quick, new merch on the way. Okay, I've already approved some situations. I'll say that. You guys are gonna like it. Okay, straight up. Okay. Justice I said, looks like the YouTube algorithm is about the Oscars today. I mean, that's what happens when you compete against the Oscars. It's kind of like trying to do, you know, if I was covering the Oscars. See, if I wanted to try to be somebody that was trying to be a greedy dude trying to come up, I would just made an Oscar feed. Like a lot of people are doing. I just would have did the Oscars. You know? But I ain't doing the Oscars, bro. Like I'm gonna do what we do. Okay? I mean, I can cover it because I have covered our award shows before here on this channel. I just don't feel like doing it today because I want to just chill. But we still got to take care of the business that's paying us, so we do that. All right, man, straight up. Okay, yeah, eat Trizzle in the house and eat Treasy. Okay, I'm at tribute to Rob Reiner. Oh, hey, man, what a crazy situation, bro. What a crazy situation that is. There's been a lot of that kind of stuff, but to have it happen to him, man, crazy, bro. By your own son, crazy, bro. KG hold man, fracture. Okay, I shouldn't even say it, and I won't, man. I'm gonna leave it alone. Okay. All right, man. Yeah, Carlos, it was a great live yesterday, man. But I got fired up at the end. Like, I listened back to it, and at the end, bro, I was. By the time I was done, I was so damn fired up and so mad about it. Okay. But yeah, that just shows my competitive fervor, man. I mean, shoot. I mean, I'm too old to play. But mentally, I feel I can. You know what I'm saying? So that was just my competitive juices just getting out there and making it pop. But it was a good live yesterday. A lot of information, very informative. And you guys are now going to be armed with information when you're dealing with a bunch of haters and you're dealing with a bunch of roaches with Raider hats who are also haters that wear the same outfit you wear, same hat, same jersey, all that. Is going to keep you armed when they start telling you all these crazy pie in the sky theories and this is what you should do and this is, and then you'll know straight up, nah, they don't know what he's talking about. They're just talking out of the side of their neck. All right, straight up. Ruben Nav, what's up, Rube? Rube in the house. Ryan won for original screenplay. Cool. That's one. He got. I want him to get the best director. I need him to get the best director. Now, I mean, we got to clean these ones up. All right, clean these ones up. All right, man. Isaiah Butler, IZ. What's going on, man? Okay, man. Sarah says, I'm switching to my Warriors and USA baseball game. You have switching back and forth. Hey, man, I don't even know what's going to be watching. Some's probably going to be watching me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm definitely looking forward to, taking it easy tonight. I don't expect a whole lot of activity tonight. The Oscars is on, and that's what's going to monopolize everyone's time unless you're watching USA baseball or watching basketball or something. Okay? D. Bernie! What's up, D? Shaq, Boozer's boys are the truth. Yes, they are. Cameron Boozer and the other brother. One of them going to be in top 3 picks of the draft of the summer, man. We need Sinners to win tonight. Yeah, man. Cameron Boozer, man, when them dudes was in high school, man, they was acting fool, bruh. I mean, I think they had both of those kids, especially Cameron Boozer, he has a more complete game than his pops. Carlos Boozer's game wasn't as advanced as those two Boozer boys' games advanced. Okay? Definitely at the stage he was when he was at Duke, because I was watching him because going against North Carolina. Booz didn't have what his sons got. They got a bag and all of that. Okay? And yeah, you're right, man. We need Sinners to win tonight. I think they were nominated for 22 nominations. So, hey, man, I want to see them win the big ones, dog. Let's make it pop. Let's make it do what it do, man. That's why I'm not going long tonight. That's why I picked the subject that wasn't going to be, carrying all across the night. Okay? All right, man. I did that on purpose so we can get up out of here, hit it and get it, quit it. Just I said Alabama's going to win the championship. What's going on, Bill? What's happening, Bill? All right, man. Rosedown native. Hey, man. Hey, Bill. Hey, Bill, we in there chilling, dog. Ain't no cigar smoking tonight. Talking about Russell Wilson and the Chiefs, the potentiality of him being the starter, and Patrick Mahomes' prognosis. Okay? And is he going to be the same guy when he comes back? These are the questions that we need the answers to. All right? Okay, you can't make it up, man. All right, man. Zachary Reynolds, what's going on, Zach? All right, man. Said, ready to fire up the grill. Yeah, Bill's about to cook. Okay? All right, man. So you see the rumors about Carr. Your thoughts, my brother? Yeah, I've seen the rumors about Carr, but fortunately for me, I know the details on what would have to happen for Carr to actually do that. Number one, Derek Carr still under contract with the Saints for another season, so you would have to trade with the Saints. He's not a free agent. That's number one. And number two, Tom Brady absolutely does not like Derek Carr. So that's the answer. Would I have loved to happen? Without question. Do I think it'll happen? I'm leaning towards no, man. I'm leaning towards no. I don't think it will happen, but it's good to talk about it. Okay? Justice I said no dinner for Mrs. Shaq tonight. She'll get in there and do a little something. We just came back from eating. We just came back, went down, like I said, we went down to Seal Beach, had a nice, late lunch. I'm pretty full, to be honest. Yeah, but we'll see. I'll probably wind up getting hungry in a couple hours. She'll probably wind up making something. Okay? She'll let me know. All right, man. Straight up. Yeah, Bill's out there cooking an orca right now. He went out to the water and just tackled an orca. Just jumped out in the water and tackled him and brought him to shore. He sliced him up, man. He's about to make some fried tuna fish sandwiches. Okay? Exactly what his ass about to do. All right, Sarah, man. I'll watch yesterday's live here later on tonight. It was good. It was a good live. Very good. If I must say so myself. We've been operating on a higher plane as of late. But as always, good things will always take a pill, and tonight's one of them nights. Okay, so like I said, here in Hollywood, I was in Hollywood Saturday. I had to go pick up my Jordan 13s, and I drove by there because I used to live right on Hollywood Boulevard, and they blocked that streets off and all that stuff, man. They have it completely blocked off. Everyone's standing outside hoping to catch Brad Pitt or catch, you know what I'm saying, anybody out there they could catch, Angelina Jolie, whatever. So this whole city traffic's been bad because people are running around. So it is what it is. All right. Okay, Rosedown Native, man, get them likes. The likes ain't liking. Likes ain't liking, y'all. Likes ain't liking. We can see if we can improve it, man. But like I said before, I'm not expecting a lot of activity because of the Oscars. I mean, a lot of people really watch the Oscars. They really do. Okay? They do. All right? And they watch it with their families and whatever else. All right, man. System deck. I take my cues from intel reports and the one and only Shaq. I appreciate that, bro. It's a real big compliment when the unfiltered fam is making it clear that I don't be capping, bro. It's one thing. Matter of fact, man, to be honest with you, the unfiltered fam And people from other teams don't be coming in trying to try me as much as Raider fans try me. Raider fans, they used to try me a lot. Now they kind of understand it's not a bright idea to try him, especially after last night's live. You need to definitely see probably the last 20 minutes of that live, and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about when it comes to having knowledge. But I totally appreciate that system. Thanks. Okay. All right, man. Cooking 2 New York States. Oh, that sounds good. Okay. Yeah, I know. I'm going to support big dog. I'm very happy, man. If it wasn't for the Oscars tonight, and I knew it wasn't going to be that active, I was going to put on that shirt so you can see it, bruh. I was gonna put on your all the smoke shirt. It's dope, and I got a lot more stuff, man. So it's definitely time for me to start showcasing it. So, but yeah, you didn't make no mistakes. You already saw the Wu-Tang one. I wear that outside, man. People are like, yo, man, where you get that from? Hey, man, go to, man. Yeah, I don't even tell them it's me. I just try to pretend like it ain't me. Hey, man, you go to MatthewShackUnfiltered.com, man. Check it out, man. So, but I appreciate the support. Okay. Yeah, he said Dominican hits a home run off of Paul Skeens. Man, Paul Skeens is giving it up like that. I mean, shit, his girlfriend, have you guys seen his girlfriend? Libby, what's her name? Libby Schaff or whatever her name? Libby Dunn. Man, she's small, man, but she packs a punch, bro. She a little small gymnast, but he ain't the best looking person in the world, man. He definitely could. A good trip to a dermatologist would help him out a lot, but I guess it doesn't matter when you got that game. You got that game, dog. It is what it is. Okay. Doesn't hurt that you're probably the best young pitcher in baseball, and you have a phenomenal bag at the bank. Okay. All right, man. Sounds good, Bill. Yes, it does. Eat chip. What's up, eat chip? God bless you, Shaq, and all you do, man. Excited about the Raiders this year. Man, I've been doing just rummaging around. The algorithm is just taking me to different places. And a lot of people, man, are checking for the Raiders. A lot of people are checking for the Raiders, bro. A lot of them are saying the Raiders got something popping. And it's looking like we got something going on, especially with the Condor. Condor's been very quiet, okay? And he hasn't said much. He's just been posting up a lot of shit on his page. He posted up another black and white picture of him with his Raider gear on. I think he understands it now. I think he understands his legacy is with us. I think he tried to go the Khalil Mack route, but Khalil Mack was never really 10 toes down for the Raiders. Max was 10 toes and knees and surgeries and everything else. So Shield gave him a do-over, gave him a mulligan. Let's try this again. And I think he's really understanding it. He gets it. That's who he is. That's his family. That's his DNA. Let's ride it, man. Ride till the wheels fall off, bro. End of the day, it's not safe outside, bro. It ain't safe outside, man. Okay, all right, man. All right, man. Yeah, man. Got the Mikiera stick. Oh, man, sounds good. All right, man. Straight up, Bill. Kyler Murray may be the starter in Minnesota. Yahoo Sports reporter tired of JJ. Hey, man, that's your boy, JJ McCarthy. I tried to tell you. JJ McCarthy wasn't it, man. But you're Michigan Blue, Bill. And I tried to tell you, man, JJ McCarthy, man, after he said that crazy shit about the Raiders and all that, and he got hurt in preseason, this dude has been an absolute shambles, bro. And it couldn't have happened to a nicer guy. All right? I definitely hope Kyler Murray goes in there and takes that job, dog. I definitely do. I'm definitely going to check it out. I want to see him running around and see if it's going to affect Justin Jefferson, whose numbers have kind of slipped a little bit due to the Sam Darnold not being there this year. So I'm hoping that Kyler can get his groove back. So we'll see. Okay? All right, man. Warriors are beating up on the Knicks. That ain't hard. That ain't hard to do. Is Steph playing? I know y'all saw my Lakers come back last night, okay? And OT against those Nuggets, okay? Acting a fool. Luka with 0.5 seconds, okay? Justice Sauce said, did you say Carl Joseph was a bust? I was working at the gym, didn't catch it. No, I didn't say he was a bust at all. I said that he overplayed his hand. I didn't say he was a bust because he was definitely an overachiever, is what he was. Being that small, he was out there handling business. But when he started smelling his own butt crack and thinking it smelled like roses, really smelled like ooh, 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 ooh. He really thought that? He went over there. That's when he went over there, man, and he got exposed, man. The next thing you know, he was out the league. Like I said, man, sometimes, man, you got to humble yourself. But no, I didn't say he was a bust at all. Okay? Yeah, man, Chicago 13s are your favorite. Hey, man, they readily available, man. They didn't sell out, Justin. They didn't sell out. Okay? You know, I got them for my own sentimental reasons. I mean, I'm at the age right now that I'm playing catch up on shoes that I missed. Because back then it was like I had to make a decision. I couldn't get both. I had to make a decision. And I'm always going to pick a black Jordan over a white Jordan. So it's like, hey, man, I had the playoff 13s. I bought those. I actually had the He Got Game 13s. I didn't have time to get the Chicago's. I was like, man, shit, I can't. Hey, man, I can't get them all back then. But now I can. Okay? So I'm getting what it is I wanted to get, making up for lost time. All right? So straight up. All right, man. E. Chiplin, great movies never get their props. Collateral Beauty, man. Shadowbox, and Book of Eli. Yeah, man. You got to understand, man. The Academy, man, they're a bunch of people who are elitists, man. They're elitists. And it takes a lot for them to acknowledge things, you know, that we feel they should. I mean, it is what it is, bro. Okay? All right, man. Yeah, man, Livy Dunn. I'm telling you, hey, if I was in college at that time, I don't care. She would have been done. Yes, I guarantee you, I definitely would have been trying to holler. I wouldn't care. Yeah, you can't be seen with me. I can't be seen with you. Just come by the dorm room after study hall, man. Just come in there and you can hang out. Okay, we don't got to be seen together. We understand it's Louisiana. We don't none of that. But you coming by, you coming by. As simple as that. Just act like, I'm here to drop. You're here to drop off my book. Damn, let me give you a couple of dollars or something, man, for you wasting your gas and shit. She's dropping a book off. They ain't dropping off no book at all. Okay, straight up. All right. Okay. All right, man. Michael Wilcock. What's going on, Michael Wilcock, bro? What's happening, man? Bills Mafia, man. Come on, dog. You know what I'm going to start calling you, man? Wide right. Okay. What's up, wide right? You know, come on, man. Come on, bro. All right, man. You out there shaking footballs, man. Come on, dog. What's going on, bro? Like I said before, man, you more than welcome over here. I love to see people like you come over here, dog. I love it. Absolutely love it. All right. Sarah K. Scott. USA just tied it up 1-1. All right, man. Okay, man. Don't get mad at Michael Wilcock, man. Don't get mad at him, dog. You got to remember, Justin, you have to remember you cannot react to these guys. These guys come over here because why isn't he on a Bills Mafia channel? Because they ain't doing anything. They wasting their time on their old shit. He can't go and talk about what he claims he loves so much. So he has to come over here, bro. I mean, damn. All right, man. Like I said before, it's still kind of cold, so he doesn't have time to put on his thong and ride his bicycle around. Okay? So he wants to come over here so he can get some attention. All right? All you got to understand is that the Buffalo Bills lost 4 Super Bowls in a row. They went to the Super Bowl 4 times in a row and lost 4 times in a row, bro. I mean, come on, man. How sorry can you be? Even the Minnesota Vikings took a year off to not lose 4 in a row. They lost 4 straight. 4 consecutive Super Bowl appearances, 4 consecutive long-ass L's like this. I mean, there's nothing to talk about, bro. And guess what? They haven't been back since. They haven't seen high nor hair of a Super Bowl. All right? So let him say whatever. He wishes he was us, but he can't be because that would mean winning a Super Bowl. Simple as that, man. 0-4, bro. Come on, dog. Got to be better than that in life. All right, man. Gunnar Henderson. Yeah, man. That's the wife's boy. All right, man. Hope you're right about the Condor. I hope I am too. Okay. All right, man. Okay. Yeah, man. Step is still out. Yeah, man. We'll see how it goes, man. Sarah, I don't know where the Warriors are in the standings. I don't know if you guys are in the play-in period. I think you guys are above 8. But shit, Luca got busy last night, man. Him and Austin Reeves. So, hey, man, beating Denver's big. I hate Denver. Okay, beating them in any kind of way is good. All right. So I guess we'll find out, won't we? All right. Justice Saw said Air Jordans are just gonna keep on climbing. Well, man, where I'm at right now, dog, I'm all about getting stuff I didn't have before or re-getting stuff that I really liked. So, I mean, I definitely sold a lot of shoes, bro, because wife was like, there's no more room. So I had to go to the homies shop, man. They're like, dang, dude, I was like, man, gotta go, bro. I got a lot of shit, just shoes, period. Okay, to make space so I could buy new shit. And I've been doing that. All right. Plus, it was good walking out with a whole bunch of money. That was also good as well. All right. USA has hit another home run. Who's hitting these home runs? Sarah, who's hitting them? Is my boy Judge hitting anything? Okay, what's up with my boy Judge? Chewy, the whole Max trade was just humiliating. Well, man, take it as a learning experience. Okay, Tom Brady and your boy Spike Tech, they was up against a seasoned veteran, dog. Simple as that. Simple as that, man. You know, sometimes being cunning is good enough. You don't got to be better. You know, you guys watch UFC all the time, man. You get this young dude. This dude's doing flips. This dude look like he got muscles in his breath. Look like he about to kill this dude. This dude's flabby, not really looking like he can do some shit. But he's savvy as a veteran. He knows what to do in the ring. Next thing you know, this dude is pinned. Okay, the dude who you thought was gonna mop this cat is pinned, and that's what happened. Okay, Eric DaCosta is a seasoned general manager, and Spike and Brady just got played. Simple as that. And they got their assets sent back with less value. Benefits us, though, because now you got a pissed off Max Crosby, okay, which is good. Very, very angry Max Crosby. Depoy loading, all right, straight up. But yeah, we definitely got played like a piano, like a piano. All right, King John, man, I said I'd rather have Trey and 2 first rounds than a Max limp leg. Hey, like I said before, what you don't understand, what you're talking about, is that you're acting like Trey Hendrickson wasn't hurt last year. See, what you need to be doing is that you need to be doing your homework and understand Trey Hendrickson was out a lot last year too. He's injury prone, but I think that Max is gonna come back better than ever, and Trey might get hurt again. All right. So you guys are walking around like the only hurt person in this scenarios was Max when you have no idea what you're talking about. You don't be a casual over here unless you say you're a casual. Hey, King Joshua over here, I'm a casual fan. I'm just here to say and didn't say that stupid shit. Doesn't matter if he didn't have surgery. An injury's an injury, homie. He's injury prone. All right. He's been injured the last couple of years. All right. You're looking at somebody that knows everything, all right? Don't look at me thinking I'm only one team. You're going to get cooked, all right? Trey Hendrickson was the defensive player of the year in 2024, all right? He was hurt 2025 quite a bit, all right? He was hurt at the end of his campaign year before when he won. This dude is not as healthy as you think. Max Crosby is 28 years old, and Trey Hendrickson is 31 years old. Somebody is a lot older than someone else. Somebody's in their 20s, and somebody's in their 30s, bro. Okay? That simple. That simple. Somebody is a $35 million hit, and somebody's a $29 million hit. Max Crosby is considerably younger than Trey Hendrickson. Okay? Considerably. Who do you think is going to snap back quicker from any type of ailment? You think it's going to be the 31-year-old one or the 28-year-old one? I'll wait. Yeah. Exactly. Okay? Like I said before, bro, okay? We don't We don't care about what you're talking about. All I'm telling you is you keep ignoring what I'm telling you. You're not answering anything I'm saying. And if you do not answer what I'm saying, what is the use of you being here? Okay? There's no use of you being here if you're not going to answer questions. I asked you, okay, about a 31-year-old injury prone person and a 28-year-old. You conveniently did not answer anything. So I'm going to give you another opportunity, okay, to respond to what I asked you. If you do not do that, adios amigos, because there's no reason for you to be here wasting our time. All right? We ask questions, we answer questions. All right? I'm just giving you an opportunity to understand that, bro. You can come up with all your little things that you say at work, all the little things you say. You know, you talk to the little homie Raider fan that you have more experience with and all of that. You're looking at an absolute GOAT Raider fan, 52 years in the game, 3 rings. You don't have 3 rings at all. There's no way. You probably don't even have the 2 rings that the Ravens got. My wife got the 2 Ravens rings. Okay? So you got to be careful over here. You just can't be barking and doing whatever. All right? Understand. There is a you have to do your job to be here. You don't just get to be here and run your yap. All right? Understand that. Okay? All right, man. BAA. Of course, biased fans will have their team's player. Let's see how this string shakes out. Hoping the best for Max. Well, there's nothing wrong with it, dog. My wife's a Ravens fan. My wife from Baltimore. Okay? All right? Okay? Like I said before, man, this dude right here, hey, man, it was nice seeing you, man. Get your hoe ass off my shit. Okay? Like I said before, when they come over here and they think they're going to cook and then they get cooked in response, they can't answer questions, there's no reason for them to be here. All right? No reason. All right? So now his ass is on the outside looking in. But like I said before, man, these dudes, bro, they're in shambles, man. They're so upset. He's really a closet Max fan. He's trying to convince himself that he was going to be able to have both of them. This is the fool that actually truly believed Eric DaCosta when he said, I was trying to sign them both. Don't you think it would have been better if they both would have known that? Don't you think it would have been easier if Hendrickson knew that Crosby was in the other room over there and Crosby knew that Trey was over there? Nah. We got the better end of the deal and he knows it. That's why his raggedy ass was over here. Okay, but now he's not here. All right? Now he's gone. All right? King Ed, salute. Got a feeling the Raiders will finally get real value out of this year's draft. Said David Randy says Trey has a few more sacks, but he's not more impactful as Max. Well, Trey has played a year longer. Max Crosby is going into his 8th year, and Trey's going into his 9th year. So Trey's been in the league a year longer than Max. Okay? But if you look at their numbers, it's probably about 10 sacks difference, man, about 8 to 10 sacks difference. You know, Trey Hendrickson is a phenomenal edge rusher. Phenomenal. Okay? But let's not act like he's a spring chicken and he's healthy as shit and Max is a cripple. We're not going for that. Okay? Okay? So, but like I said before, this dude came over here, he's about 15 years old and shit. Okay? He's mad because his mother said, no more tater tots. We don't have any more tater tots. Okay? So what you're going to have to do, man, is you're going to have to eat some of those Ritz crackers until mommy goes to the store and he decided to come over here and take it out on us. But hey, we don't care, bro. All right? Okay, we got plenty of money to go buy our own tater tots. All right? King Ed, sign them both to straight cap. Yeah, man, he's just trying to, save his ass. But I went ahead and took care of it. Aaron Judge with the defense. Yeah, Aaron Judge been handling his business. They be trying to talk crazy about his glove, man. They be trying to talk crazy about Aaron Judge's glove and shit. But Aaron Judge, man, he made a catch last night, made another catch tonight. Good to hear that my boy's ready to play. Okay, getting ready to load up that next MVP. I mean, shit, you might as well just go ahead and just give Shohei the National League one and give my boy, the Judge, all rise. Just give him his shit. Those are the two dudes that's just going to hit. They're going to do what they do. Just go ahead and give Shohei his shit, and go ahead and get Aaron Judge his shit, and everybody else shut up. Okay, that's just what you do. Just give it to him now, so we don't even have to worry about it. All right. Okay. Yeah, Max is where he should be, and these guys are in shambles. If Trey was such the winning character, then what's the problem? Okay, what's the problem? It doesn't make any sense, bruh. Doesn't make any sense. When you're winning, do you argue with who's not winning? That's how you know they're not winning. When you're winning, you don't argue with nobody. You just you be like this, palms up. Run me my money. You don't argue when you walk in the door. There's no arguments. You made a bet. Run me my money. This guy wanted to argue with me about it. Because if you were so sure, what are you arguing with me for? Okay? Because that's just what it is. All right, man. Okay? It is what it is. Yeah, Judge from San Joaquin Valley, man. Yeah, he's from, where's he from? Where's he from? Sanker or something like that? What's the name of the city that he's from up there, dog, in the San Joaquin Valley? Okay? All right, man. He's up there by UC Davis, up there in that area, man. Up there like in Manteca or something, like up in that area, like way up there and shit. Tracy or some shit. Okay? Linden. Yeah, Linden. Up there by Stockton, man. Up there by off of the I-5 or the 99. Yeah, I used to be up there a lot. I used to be in Stockton all the time. I used to be in the stock over there, doc. Okay? So yeah, man. Yeah, man. He's a Northern California cat. Okay? Without question. Yeah, Fresno State. I almost went to Fresno State to play basketball out of high school. Okay? You got out of Fresno State, you got him, you got Paul George went to Fresno State, DC went to Fresno State, Aaron Judge went to Fresno State. Yeah, I almost went, man. Almost went to Fresno State to play basketball, bro. Okay? All right, David Reddy, man. One bad pass by Carr away from the Bungles being at the last Super Bowl loss. Man, you can't put that on Derek Carr, bro. Can't put that on Derek Carr. No bad Derek Carr pass. We weren't going to win that game, dog. That was not going to happen. Okay? There was just too many things going on in that game, and this just was not going to happen. Okay? But the good part about it is we did lose to the team that made the Super Bowl, and then the Rams beat their ass. All right? So I can't put that on Derek Carr that he was going to win that game in the end based on the circumstances of how we had played that entire game, man. We didn't play good enough to win that game, dog. We shouldn't have came down to that. All right. Chewy says you from Fresno. Hey, Chewy, when I was a kid, man, every summer, my pops you would take us down to the Fresno relays down there at Fresno State. Okay. You know where the track stadium is, right across the street, that Wendy's that's right across the street. Used to be eating in there all the time, man. Every summer we go down there for the relays. Okay. And that's how I got interested in you know, when I had an opportunity to go play basketball. I was interested in going to Fresno State. So, hey, man, I'm down with it. I'm down with 99 Freeway down there, dog. Okay, probably for the best that I didn't go there, because I would have been having too much problems down there, dog, because I would have been definitely taking people's females down there, and it's too far away from the bay. It's going to take about 2-3 hours for the homies to come down there. So, like, man, it's probably for the best I didn't, because I was doing too much. Okay, but where I was at, I had plenty of people to make sure anybody wanted to get squirrely. We was going to make sure you was going to be knotted up. Okay, so, but yeah, it's probably good that didn't happen. All right. So my uncles used to party with Mac Dre a lot. Yeah, man, Mac Dre, man, salute to the legend. Salute to the legend, man. Thiz Nation. Okay. Charles Vessel, what it do, Shaq? What's going on? You said you're in Indiana now for 20 years. What part of Indiana are you in? Are you in Indianapolis? Where you at? Bloomington? Like, where are you at in Indiana, man? I've never been to Indiana before. Okay? Never been there. All right? So, yeah, man. You know, end of the day, man, Patrick Mahomes, man, the prognosis on him is supposed to be 9 months. I guess we'll see. And at the end of the day, I guess we will find out how it all goes down. Northwest Indiana by Chicago. Oh, man, you about to shot. Okay, hop, skip. You hop, skip. What do you think about those Bears? Is them Bears coming out that way? Okay. And like, hey, man, my best friend and the fan band was back there, man. Southside Chicago. I ain't been hearing them barking lately, man. They're gonna have to go to Indiana to go to a Bears game. If they don't do something about Soldier Field, they better do something about it. My dumbass Bear fans give me with the Crosby trade. I mean, man, they always are saying something, dog. I mean, we got a guy in here named Daniel. What was his name? Daniel. What's Daniel's last name? Bears fan. He's always saying something crazy, bro. Okay. They figure since they got Khalil Mack, and Khalil Mack came over there and crippled their cap for about 4 years. They didn't even have enough money to buy a pack of bubble gum that they think they're gonna get Max Crosby just because. Like, come on, man. All right, man. I told him you need to be worried about having a stadium. All right. Okay. Get you a stadium first. All right. Chewy. I used to play ball with Xavier Worthy's older cousins. They all have talent in Fresno natives. Yeah, man. Xavier Worthy, man, is even though he's a chief at the end of the day, man, him and Rasheed Rice, man, these guys are just doing stupid shit. Him getting caught up with that track girl, that whole situation, we covered it over here, Chewy. That track girl that she was sleeping with the trainer allegedly, and he caught her and all that, man, arguing with her, and she calling the police on him, getting him arrested. Man, dude, you gotta do things stealthy, bro. You can't be. You're Xavier Worthy, dog. Now she gonna sue you for some civil shit. That shit was stupid. I know they from the hood, man, but when hood don't got nothing to do with being on the Chiefs and being in the NFL. Okay, you gotta do things right. Whole lot of hood cats been in the NFL and NBA and Major League Baseball. Allen Iverson's from the hood. He made that mistake until David Stern told him, you either get rid of these dudes or you ain't gonna be playing. Michael Vick is from the hood. What happened with him? He got locked up. I mean, dude, you have to tell your peoples, I'm Michael Vick. You're Pookie, bruh. You my dog, man, but you gonna mess up the money. I can't be around y'all. Xavier Worthy's doing hood shit in the NFL. He don't even have his bag yet. He's still on a rookie deal. Xavier Worthy's just on a rookie deal. So is Rasheed Rice. These dudes ain't even got their. You got to wait till you get your next contract to get the money. These dudes is already messing up already. Okay? Like Damon Arnett and all them stupid fools. You know what I'm saying? Henry Ruggs. You guys are on rookie contracts with a $3 million bonus, signing bonus, and now y'all in all this legal trouble and shit. You don't got no money. You ain't got no money, bruh. Like I said before, let her cheat. So all you had to do is let her cheat, film it, get somebody to. Ronald Brooks, what's up, RB? I gotta talk to you. Let her cheat, man. Document the shit. You know what I'm saying? Evict her ass out the house, man. Shit, go get an attorney, do shit right, man. I ain't arguing with you, man. I can't be alone with you. None of that shit. Nope. It ain't your word versus my word. None of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Nuh-uh. Act wild all you want to. I'm just gonna pull out my camera phone, do whatever. Okay? All right, center with all right, there we go with center with best score. There we go. We need to keep going. We need to keep going. Okay? All right. So that's what I feel about that, man. Being from the hood don't save you, man, when you're talking about millions and millions of dollars. Okay? I only knew of a couple of cats from the hood that was sitting on millions. New. No longer with us, bro. No longer with us. Being a millionaire in the hood is hazardous for your health if you got it with ill-gotten gains. Okay? Simple as that. Okay? All right? Chewy. Yes, sir. Okay? Original score. That's okay, man. We'll take it. Bushido, we'll take it, y'all. Ronald Brooks, man. ARB. I shouted you out either yesterday. I think I did it yesterday or the day before, letting you know, man, on your $20 dono, it didn't come up on the feed, but after I logged out, I get a log of who donated on the back end, and I saw you, and I'm like, hey, man, I need to have, you can ask me that question again, dog. I need for you to know that I did see it and appreciate it, but I didn't get a chance to answer your question. So if you got that, if you want to ask me that question now, unless you already know the answer or whatever, or feel free to ask me another one, dog. I'll answer it because I should have seen it and I didn't. So I just wanted to give you that respect, bruh. I was like, dang, I missed it. So I wanted to let you know that I did see the dono, but I expect to answer a question for it. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So yeah, you guys, man. We got a lot of interesting things that's going to be coming up this year. Okay. But people are really understanding that that this ain't the same old thing. Now, in the Raiders, we won free agency. We won the free agency period. We absolutely killed it, destroyed it. We took all these starters. Quiddy Pay's a starter. We took Kobe Dean's a starter. Quan Walker's a starter. Taron Johnson is a damn tackle machine. Tyler Lindenbaum, the second best center in the NFL. We cleaned up, bro. I mean, they are really in shambles, dog. They are really in shambles, man. And then the Condor comes back. Now they want to come back talking. Now this guy come on here trying to act like he ain't like Max ain't nothing. It's funny how Max has the same injury. This is how you know they're full of shit. Max has the same injury that they traded for. They traded 2 first-round draft picks for him, but due to the fact that they signed Trey Hendrickson, now they want to say Max is crippled. Come on, bro. Like I said, man, this dude, man, I had to get him out of here, dog. I just wanted to give him an opportunity to try to redeem himself from saying something so ridiculously stupid. He didn't recover for him. He had to get blocked. I mean, it is what it is. Okay, he had to get blocked because he wanted somebody to throw him out, and I did. All right, man. Chewy says, how do you feel about us getting Jalen Naylor from the Vikings? Let me tell you exactly how I feel about it. I really didn't know that much about him until I went and watched the tape. The tape says it all. Jalen Naylor, first, there's 2 things that got my attention. Actually 3 things. Number 1, Keenan McCardell, who I think is a Hall of Famer, from Jacksonville, was his wide receivers coach over there with Justin Jefferson, Addison, and him. And he said, we call him Speed. That was the first thing. And he said, and he's very underrated. I'm like, who am I going to believe? Am I going to believe these Raider fans who don't know anything? When who is this guy, man? What are we doing? You don't even know who he is. Okay, that was the first thing. Second thing, he's a Las Vegas native. He's a Las Vegas native. Second of all, he's known Mark Davis since he was in high school. Okay? Third of all, you're under Justin Jefferson and Addison. They're the second best wide receiving core in the league. Arguably, you could say George and CeeDee Lamb. George Pickens and CeeDee Lamb. But we all know Jamar Chase and T. Higgins is number 1. Okay? Then I went and I watched the tape on this kid. This kid was catching everything. I mean, running the route tree. And I'm saying this. I love Trey Tucker. But Trey Tucker might be in trouble. Because the difference between Trey Tucker and Naylor is that Naylor runs the route tree. Tucker doesn't run the route tree. Tucker runs the go routes, the sluggo routes, the leak out, in coverage, the little screens and stuff. Naylor was running a route tree, bro. He was running them all. When he lines up, he can run any route. I see why. Okay? So I'm very happy with it because I watched the tape. I watched about 8 minutes of last year's videos, and he had a couple of touchdowns, bro. And for somebody who doesn't get a lot of touches, he doesn't drop the football. I think they said that he dropped in 3 or 4 years. I think he's dropped like 5 passes in like 4 years or something. 3 years, something like that. 3 to 4 years. So I like the kid. I think the kid's solid. Okay. Elmatic, what's going on, Elmatic? What's going on, man? All right, man. Bill Holloway, I'd like to get Chris Johnson, cornerback out of San Diego State University. Hey, man, like I said before, I'm very curious on how all this is going to play out. We don't have a point of reference. We do have a point of reference with Kubiak, but that was with a different personnel, with a different team. So we don't know exactly how it's going to look. And then Rob Leonard with a 3-4, that's a brand new defense. So we're not running 4-3, as a base. So anything could happen. Okay. So I guess we'll find out. Elmatic says fullback we got from the Steelers is going to be an X factor. The fullback that we got from the Steelers is Craig Ironhead Hayward. You remember him, Craig Ironhead Hayward, who played for the Saints, okay? And Cam Hayward, that plays for the Pittsburgh Steelers, that's Cam's little brother, okay? He's a Hayward. All they do is play football. That's all they do, bro, okay? That's all them dudes do. Knock heads, all right? So he's definitely, and he's young too. That's what I like about him. He's young. Genty's young. Genty's going to have somebody that he can identify with because all his other running back mates on that team was old. You know, you're talking about Mostert and all these other older backs. You know, Zeus was few, you know, maybe about 3, 4, you know, I mean, about 3, 4 years older than he was. Now he has a cat that's, you know, around his age, a little bit closer, who's there to designate to block more than run, not there to take ball out of his hands. It's going to be a pretty thing, bro. You got JPJ in the A gap on the left or right side, whichever one Kubiak decides, and then you got Linderbaum blowing shit up. So it's looking good, bro. It's looking real good. Okay, looking excellent. Yvonne, what's going on, Yvonne? Just asking. No one really want to talk about Daniel Carson being gone. Are we cool with the replacement? Gay. I mean, I remember him when he was with the Niners. I remember when he was with the Rams. I mean, he's nothing to write home about. It ain't like, oh man, I'm jumping through the window. But Daniel Carlson he was missing a lot of field goals. I mean, he made the long ones, made the 56-yarders and 54s and stuff, but under 40 yards, man, he was struggling, man. He did not have a productive year, and unfortunately, man, time done ran out, man. So, I mean, he's an original Oakland Raider too. So now we only got 3 left. So, it's unfortunate, but he definitely was not making chip shots at all. He was struggling. He missed a lot of kicks he should have made. I don't know why, but salute to him, man. He's always been solid to me. But when you bringing in a coach like a Kubiak, just won a Super Bowl, he understands the margin of victory can be a field goal. I guess they didn't feel comfortable with it. All right, so that's how I feel about it. Bill says our run game is going to be fire. I agree. Yeah, Sarah's crying about Connor Hayward, young cat, man, converted tight end to fullback. Oh man, Ashton Genty's gonna be loving life, dog. He gonna be loving life, dog. He gonna be loving it. He gonna be loving life. Okay. Chewy says it was crazy seeing everyone hate on Genty. Well, man, like I said before, bro, like that's nephew. That's my nephew, dog. I talked to him at training camp. I told him go get that rookie of the year, nephew. He said yes, sir. He didn't get a chance to because Chip Kelly. I mean, these people were hating on him, but who was his biggest hater? Chip Kelly. Chip Kelly ruined his stance, messed up his Michael Myers stance, told him that he didn't want him to do it anymore. I mean, come on, man. The guy got to the NFL in that stance. Okay. You know, Jahmyr Gibbs does that same stance. Okay. Also, Bijan Robinson does that same stance. All right. They seem to be doing just fine. He ruined the kid's stance and didn't give him the football. So out of all the haters that were out there, his offensive coordinator was his biggest hater. All right. But as far as everybody else, when people say stupid shit, you just have to put them in their place. You got to put them in their stupid place. I got to do it all the time. You can't even have a conversation with somebody. Somebody comes in over here, you know, a tourist, they walk in and they start popping it, and then you get back at them the way we do. You know what I'm saying? They can't take the heat, then they have to get their asses thrown out. It just is what it is, man. You got to understand busters exist, Chewy. Busters, suckers, saps, they all exist, bruh. You got to let them be what they are, dog. Okay? We're not here to rehabilitate them. All right? We're here to throw their asses out. They can go over there and, you know, get on their knee pad somewhere else, bruh. I'm sure somebody would love to have their services on a Sunday night with nothing to do. Okay? I'm sure they could find something better to do with their mouths over there. All right? But we don't play that. All right? Cheeto said was big and slow and hard as hell to bring down. First 300-pound running back ever seen. Hey man, Craig Ironhead Hayward, man, he hurt you, bro. He wasn't slow. Craig Hayward was not slow, bro. Okay, for somebody his size, he was very shifty. He was not slow, bro. He was not. I don't know who you was watching, but Craig Ironhead Hayward was not slow, dog. Understand, he was very swifty for his size. Okay, when you got to understand, force and velocity, bro. Yeah, you got a light Ford Escort. You're going to have to drive like 120 miles an hour to have the same kind of force of a Mack truck that's going 60. That's a different thing, bro. When you're hauling that kind of weight, you ever see me on the road and you see you're driving, I know I be driving 70 sometimes, 70, and then I see a big ass 18-wheeler flying past me, bro. I know that's destruction on wheels, bro. That is a hydrogen bomb going down the freeway. I'm like, whoa. I'm looking at the speedometer. I'm going 72. I'm only my car's couple of tons. This cat. So it don't take a lot of speed for you to have that impact when you're somebody as big as Craig Hayward. Okay? But if you got somebody that was as big as him that had, a 4.5 speed or 4.4 speed like Earl Campbell did, or you got 4.21 speed like Bo did, now you're really in trouble. Okay? So he wasn't that slow, bro. Okay? All right. Chewy says Carlson's been iffy the last 3 years. He has been. He has been, man. Salute to Daniel Carlson. Okay? But he definitely had been somebody who wasn't effective as he should have been. Let's just put it that way. All right? Niner Invader, what's going on, man? What's the word on quarterback Nate Hobbs? Any good? We just picked him up. All right, man, salute to Nate Hobbs for getting the job. Hobbs is a guy he's a nickel guy. He's somebody who's going to help. That's a good pickup for you guys, man, because Nate has a lot to prove now, man. He was over there with the Packers. He didn't get nothing done. But he's a good nickel dude for you guys. He come in on nickel packages, man. He could cover, but if he's kind of small. He's undersized. He played well for us at the beginning, the first year. Then he kind of fell off. But he's a solid football player. He's a hard worker. Nate Hobbs is a hard worker. I just hope Nate stays out of trouble, man, out there back there at the crib, because there's a lot of shooby doobies in the Bay. Ain't that right, Justice Saw? And he got in trouble over there in Vegas, man. Drinking in the whip. He got caught at Dre's, bruh. In the parking lot, man, knocked out. You know what I'm saying? So he better keep his head on tight. Them Santa Clara PD don't play over there off of Great America Parkway, dog. Trust me, I understand. I know. Okay, over there Tasman over there. Okay, so, but I think that's a good pickup for you guys, man. That's a good pickup, good solid pickup. And I like Nate, so I'm good with it. Good job, Niner Invader. That's a good pickup, dog. Okay, he wasn't out long. All right, man. Chris DiLorenzo, great podcast yesterday, Group. Yeah, man. Do my thing, dog. Keeping it gangster. Okay. Fidel Torres, running back Hayward with the Saints, was good. Tough runner. Very tough. Why you think they called him Ironhead? Because he put his head down, bro. It's like, nothing you can do, dog. He's running your ass over. He was not slow, bro. Go watch the highlights of Craig Hayward, man. Rest in peace. I seen him break away, man, and he didn't get caught from behind by a lot of times, bro. He wasn't a speedster, but he didn't have to be. Okay? All right, man. Chip Kelly was trying to do that shit with Shady. Yeah, I mean, Chip Kelly has always been a POS, bro. I've never been a Chip Kelly fan, bro. He's always been that way. Okay? What he did with Shady McCoy, that Riley Cooper situation, okay? With that situation and letting him come back to the team and didn't do anything, okay? Somebody won something. My wife is jumping around. My son's jumping around, so I guess he's winning something. It just goes to show you, man, that dude is exactly where he needs to be in college. He doesn't need to be in the pros, bro. He's not. he's not apt to be in the pros at all. He's right where he's at, what Northwestern where he needs to be. Okay, keep it just like that. All right. Chris DeLorenzo, great time yesterday. Set the record straight. That's what I do over here. Yeah, plenty of women at home, dog, and they're very starstruck. I mean, women at home, Sarah. I know not you, Sarah, because you home too. But women at home really thought that if you played on a sports team, you were a celebrity. I mean, there was so many dudes hosting parties. A guy who's just on the practice squad was hosting parties, and the parties was cracking full of shooby doobies because he plays on the Niners. Doesn't matter if he plays in the game or not. He's just on the team. I'm like, who the hell is this dude? Oh man, yeah, man, he's on the practice squad. I would go to his party. Shit, we know the bounces. We don't pay anyway. So walk up, man. They let us in. Shit be raging. These women. He plays for the Niners. He plays for the A's. He plays for the Giants. He plays for the Warriors. Yeah, man. But guess what? He's the 12th man. Way at the end of the bench. All he does is clap. Don't matter. He will be doing that too. Okay, he will be clapping a lot because he plays for the Warriors. I mean, either that or you're gonna get you a engineer who can never see you. You know, my boyfriend makes $230,000 a year. Yeah, man, but you don't ever see him now because he's always in the in that room in there with those servers and stuff. So you won't get to see him. But anybody else, any type of little entertainer at all, anything, they cleaning up, bruh. All right, okay, yeah. Chewy's rolling. Chewy says, "Yo, Shaq, I went to the 50 Cent concert Super Bowl weekend in Alameda. The shit was lit. I bet it was. Man. 50. I've seen 50 before. I've seen him at the Up in Smoke tour. Chronic 2001 Open Smoke tour. Yeah, man. When they had everybody with Dre, Snoop, M, 50. They had the NWA reunion. They did all of that shit. It was dope. Okay, so yeah, 50 could put on a show. 50 could put on a show. All right, man. Straight up, man. Okay, man. Chris DeLorenzo. All right, man. Chewy. All right. Yeah, man. So that's where we're at with it. All right, man. D. Bernie. Connor Hayward was an H-back and Atlantic version of Frank Wycheck. Wow. Frank Wycheck. I ain't heard that name in a long time. Frank, just to let you know, D. Bernie, Frank Wycheck, that was the Music City Miracle play. Wasn't that the Music City Miracle? And Frank Wycheck was the one that threw the ball across? When they gave him the ball and he got it, man, and he ran and he threw that ball across, that was Frank Wycheck, if I ain't mistaken. Played 5 into at Michigan State. Hey, man, he's a Hayward, bro. He's a Hayward. Makes sense to me. Cam Hayward's a first ballot Hall of Famer. Pops was, great player, a good player, very good player. So I'm happy, and he wants to be a Raider, man. He left his brother. He's like, man, he's playing with his big bro. It's like, hey, man, big bro, I got to do my own thing now. So salute to him. All right, man. Okay, man. Yes, sir, Chris. That's what we do over here. Okay. King Ed says you did not want to be on the business of the end of an Ironhead Hayward collision. Absolutely passed the gems to his sons. Hey, man, without you ain't got to tell me. I'm sticking up for him. You said he was slow. Okay, dog. Go watch the tape. That's the beauty of YouTube. You could put any of these guys' name and you could see Ironhead when he was with the Saints. He was a problem, dog. He was a problem. He was like shit. Same size as Jerome Bettis, the bus. Like big, sizey, but hit harder than Bus did. Bus hit hard, but not as hard as Hayward. Hayward was one of the hardest hitting running backs, man, that I've ever seen, man. Him, a Christian Okoye when he was in his prime until he got his bell rung and he wasn't the same after that. Earl Campbell was probably the best combination bruiser speed I've ever seen. Was Earl Campbell in his prime. And who else can I name that's big like that? But Bo is not considered to be in that class because of his elite speed. But Bo was a big dude too. Bo would truck you. But these guys are seeking contact. Yeah, Larry Zonka, man, I remember him. That's a little bit when I first started watching football. So you're talking about Zonka and them were in their prime in 72. They went to undefeated season. John Riggins. I seen a lot of John Riggins. John Riggins is in that ilk. Okay? But I remember seeing Larry Zonka like after 74, 75, but he didn't really, wasn't what he was in 72 and stuff. So, but I wasn't into football yet. I was still a little cat. But John Riggins is on that list too. Big ass running back, big ass bruising running backs that hurt your feelings more than hurt your feelings. Okay? Yeah. Christian Okoye and Campbell will run you over twice. Okay? You ain't lying about that. Okay? All right. Sarah says, my co-worker's wife and first cousin just won the best cinematographer for Sinners, Adama Duran Wakwa. Hey, man, congrats. I just want to hear two things. Best actor, Michael B. Jordan, and best director, Ryan Coogler. That's what I want to hear. I don't think they're going to get best picture. I don't think they're getting that. Okay. But if they did, that would be great. All right. Yeah, Banaszak, Van Egan, definitely. Pete Banaszak will run your ass over all day. He was the goal line guy. That's what his job to do. Okay? So, we had some dudes as well. All right, man. Mike Allstott. Thanks, D. Bernie. Allstott to tattoo your ass. Okay? He had a couple of cats, Allstott. Yeah, he was, we always got, you talking about these fullbacks, but Allstott really carried the rock, though. He really toted the rock. Allstott really toted the rock, to be honest. So he definitely has to be brought up. Man, Allstott, man. All right, man. Chris Lorenzo said, you hit a lot on the truth on Al Davis was great. He knows the players. Al Davis was an absolute, he had a photographic memory. Okay? A lot of things about people that Al Davis don't know. All right? Did you know that Al Davis was colorblind? Al Davis was colorblind. Couldn't tell the difference between his reds and yellows and none of that shit. Okay? Why do you think your colors are silver and black? See, you're always going to learn something from me. Al Davis was colorblind. Never really told nobody. But he was. That's why your team is silver and black. Something that could be seen. That he could tell the difference. He could tell the difference between the dark and the silver and the white. See? Trying to tell you guys, I know everything I need to know, man. What's the use of loving a team and you don't know nothing about it? That's like that's like having a family, you don't even know your grandmother's first name. You outside, you say, hey, what's going on, man? How Mary doing? Who's Mary? Your grandmother. Oh, I thought her name was Grandma. Come on, man. I knew cats that didn't even know their grandmother's real name, dog. Like, they had no idea. Okay? How Miss Wilson doing? Miss Wilson. Ain't you Celia's kid? Yeah. That's your grandmother, fool. Oh, I don't know. They don't have no idea. All right. Get to Douglas. Best blockers. Rocky Blyer. What back block for Dorsett? Oh, man. Robert Newhouse. Number 44, who had the big ass legs before Bo Jackson. Robert Newhouse. Okay? Robert Newhouse blocked for Tony Dorsett in the 70s. Yeah. Okay? Then you had Moose Johnston blocking for Emmitt Smith. Okay? I mean, shit, I know, I don't, it's not just one team that I know shit about. I know about all these teams and everything. Okay, you saw me running off them Super Bowls and all that shit. I know all that. Okay. All right, man. D. Bernie, would you consider bringing, if we can afford him, Jalen Ramsey to play free safety? I don't want Jalen Ramsey, man. You know why I don't want Jalen Ramsey? Because Jalen Ramsey played us, man, and used us for leverage, man, when he went to the Rams. He played the Raiders, bro, and was trying to do that same shit that Ndamukong Suh would do all the time. Okay? And Nah, man, he had his chance to be a Raider, man. I don't want that kid, man. Get your ass away from around here, dog. Nah, man, don't come over here now that the well's dry. Now you want to come over here. Nah, I'm good. Okay. Bushido said Corey Schlesinger. Okay. SMH said Peyton's best blocker. Matsui. Matsui. You talking about Walter Payton? Matsui. That's Bears, bro. In the 70s, Matsui was his fullback. If you talking about Walter Payton, yeah. Any notes? All up here, bruh. All up here, Matsui with no hesitation. Matsui was his best blocker. If you ain't saying Matsui, you don't know what you're talking about. That was Sweetness's boy right there. Okay? Penn State. Yeah, Joe Paterno. Yeah, you thought I just had a channel just for fun? Nah, I know the game, bro. You asked immediately and I told you. I knew that Matsui was his best blocker, bro. Running back was my position. I watched everybody. Okay, I watched everybody. When I started playing football, I was a fullback. So I looked at these guys. I watched Matsui. I watched Rocky Blyer. I watched Mark Van Egan and Pete Banaszak. What other big fullbacks that they had that was other teams that I could think of off the top of my head, man? During the 70s that I could think of. Sam Bam Cunningham. You remember Sam Bam Cunningham that played for New England Patriots? Sam Bam Cunningham, number 39. Randall Cunningham's older brother, fullback. I watched him too. I always was watching. Then when I became a tailback, then I already knew all the tailbacks. But yeah, there was a bunch of them. Of course, Larry Zonka, Jim Kick with Miami. Who else can I name, bro? That was a fullback, man. What other fullbacks that was balling back then, bro? Just trying to scroll around the league, see if I can remember anybody else, bro. Shoot, what was that fullback that was from the Eagles, man? That blocked for Wilbert Montgomery with the Eagles. Yeah, Patriots, Sam Bam Cunningham. You see, I got that shit right. Sam Bam Cunningham out of USC. Yeah. Yeah, that's Randall Cunningham's older brother. Was Randall, rest in peace now, though. Okay. Bunch of cats. Tom Rathman. Yeah, I mean, that's later on. Yeah, who's the block for Chuck Foreman? What was his name, dog? That was when in the 70s you had a two-back set. You know, you're running a T formation. I can't remember what his fullback's name, dog. I can't off the top of my head. I just watched last year Super Bowl 11 again, man, just because it was on. Okay. Oh yeah, Sam Bam Cunningham, fight on USC Trojan. Ran all over Anna the year Bear Barrett started loading the roster with black players. Yeah. Sam Bam Cunningham, dog. Tony Nathan. Yeah, Tony Nathan. I remember him. That was that Purple People Eaters offense. Fran Tarkenton. You had Fran Tarkenton, you had Ahmad Rashad, you had Chuck Foreman, you had Sammy White. They were supposed to kill us, man. They just wound up getting their heads flown out there. They just wound up getting their heads flown. Then on defense, they had Carr Eller, they had Jim Marshall, they had Alan Page, they had what's his name, man? Kramer that used to get all the interceptions. Man, that's the 1977 Vikings. And then this fool earlier want to come in talking about some shit that just happened. I mean, he don't even understand that our vastness over here when it comes to football is far beyond talking about the little shit he talks about at work. Okay? I mean, like I said before, man, he only gets a 15-minute break at PetMart, and then he got to get back there and he has to shave those dogs' asses. And that's what it is, okay? So like I said before, man, you need to be more concerned about that dog hair that you have on your top lip than to be concerned about what we're doing over here, okay? Get your ass about away from around here, okay? Yeah, Foreman always had a good spin, bruh. He never met a spin he didn't like. But the cool thing about Foreman is Foreman used to spin, Bo. He could spin either way. You hit him, you didn't know which way he was going to spin. You didn't know if he was going to spin the left, clockwise, counterclockwise. It was all instinctual. But he wasn't good in the open field, bro. I never seen Chuck Foreman run away from nobody or nothing. Okay? So, okay. But yeah, man. Yeah, man, you definitely been around, big dog. You from the era that I'm from. Okay? We talking about stuff, man, that we ain't talked about. But I got you on that Matsui, though. I got you on that Matsui, though. See what I'm saying? Okay. Yeah, Daniel Smith. Daniel Smith, a Bears fan, he wouldn't even have no idea who that is. Shit, I can go back and tell you who else, man? What's his name, man? Brian Piccolo was Gale Sayers' fullback. Okay, you guys remember, man? Brian Song with James Conn and Billy D. Williams. Yeah, man. Okay, come on, bro. Go all the way back. What's going on, Dwayne? What's happening, Dwayne? What's going on, pimping? What's good with it? What's good with it, y'all? What's good with it? Okay. Yeah, man, we just in here chilling. We're at killing time. But yeah, y'all, man. I guess we're gonna find out what's going on, man. But you know, I guess we'll have a time next month to see what's popping. Oh yeah, that's way back. That's way back, man. This mid-70s we're talking about. Mid-70s. We're talking about 77, 76, 75, 4. We're talking that era. Okay? All right, man. Foreman could catch the drop off for the screen. That's true. That's true. But I'm just saying, the perennial running back at that time that you weren't catching was OJ. Okay, and that was my dude. I don't care about all this other stuff that was off the field. Don't got nothing to do with on the field. All right, because I was an SC Trojan fan. Okay, so I've been a Trojan fan longer than I've been a Raider fan. So that was my dude. So you wasn't catching OJ. OJ out. That's it. You ain't catching Juice. Juice is gone. Okay. All right, man. Okay, straight up, man. Yeah, man. There was a bunch of dudes. Kevin Mack. Shit, man. That's when they had wasn't it Mack and Greg Pruitt over there in the Browns? Yeah, you had a bunch of those dudes that were running dual sets like that. Okay, bunch of them cats. Shoot, I remember with 49ers they had let's understand that Roger Craig was a fullback. Roger Craig wasn't no tailback. He just made the Hall of Fame. Him and Wendell Tyler. Remember Wendell Tyler? That would always fumble in something. Okay, they needed to put a damn handle on the football so he wouldn't fumble it so much. Okay, a lot of them cats. All right. So yeah, man. John Strock, Danny White. Yeah, man. Best backup quarterbacks in the 70s. Oh man, I got something for you. You know who the all-time best backup quarterback in the 70s was? Terry Bradshaw. Terry Bradshaw was the backup to Joe Gilliam. Black quarterback he was a starter. He was on that powder. And Terry Bradshaw took over in that 74 season and they won the Super Bowl and then they won all 4 straight. But Terry Bradshaw was a backup. So was Ken Stabler. Ken Stabler was a backup to Darryl LaMonica until 72. He didn't get the starting job till 72. Had a bunch of cats like that. Okay? All right, man, straight up. What do you think about N'Kobe and Quay playing together on the silver and black? I love it. I love it, man. These dudes want to play together. They played together. And don't forget that Eric Stokes played on that team too over there at UGA. All 3 of them dudes played in the backfield at the same time. These guys are friends, bro. It's always good to play with your boys, man. It's always good. You don't got to worry about all the other stuff you got to worry about. You can when you're playing with your boys, you can use personal shit to get them cats to be on point. You can't do that with coworkers unless you cool with them like that. They're going to be like, yo, dog, Your ass don't get your shit together, man. I'm about to go ahead and tell Lois what was going on, man, that night when you were, oh, no, man, she all right, man, all right, let me lock in. Yeah, shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, tell Lois what the hell went down that night, man. You weren't with me. I'm gonna tell her what happened if you don't start tackling somebody around here. Okay, you better start tackling people. All right, man. Just decide, what do you think we can win year one with Fernand? I don't know, because Tom Brady is handcuffing it. Brady really thinks that since he's the GOAT and he didn't start year one, he's going to not start Mendoza year one. Dude, you weren't Mendoza coming into the league. You really needed that time. Let this kid cook. Come on, man. I don't know what's going to happen, bro. I'm hoping that he beats everyone out. I'm hoping that he's so good you have to start him. Okay? I can't assume based on what Spytek said it's not happening. I mean, what can I do, bro? I mean, I can't predict it now. I mean, he's supposed to start, but it's not looking likely. All right? So, yeah, man, I don't know, man. I mean, I was hoping that he'd start day one, but it's still a chance, but we'll see. Derek Douglas says, who's my best option quarterback of all time? Option? I have to go to college on that one. I'd say Tommy Frazier. Tommy Frazier, man, out of Nebraska, man, in the 80s. That's probably that was my dude. Even though I was SC fan, Tommy Frazier, bro. He ran that damn option better than anybody. I'd probably have to say him. He's on my list of some of my favorites as far as option quarterbacks. But you know, shit, I really like Tommy Frazier, man. That was a guy I used to emulate his moves, bro. Jamel Holloway was good, but you asked me who I thought. I mean, that's my era, okay? Tommy Frazier was my era. That's when Nebraska was acting a fool. They was beating everybody, kicking everyone's ass, okay? With Tom Osborne and them over there, all right? So, yeah, man. Malone Dean, Eric Stokes, Walker, Bowers, Zamir White, all on the same team. That's crazy, man. I like what Quay Walker said about Brock Bowers, because Brock Bowers was a true freshman. And they said, when they asked him, when did you notice Brock Bowers' talent? And he said, those 7-on-7 drills, bro. Like, he stood out. Like, he said, man, he stood out in spring training. Okay? Yeah, man, Wishbone was all they did all day. All day, bro. Wishbone offense all day, man. Oklahoma, back when Billy Sims was there, Oklahoma running the shit out of that, man. Shit, I mean, I remember when Earl Campbell was at Texas, they were running the Wishbone offense and running options and shit, flipping that ball out to that big ass dude. When Earl, that was back in the times, Derek, when the players would cut their jersey so it would flap. Your jersey would be doing this. Man, we did that shit, man. We had brand new jerseys, man. Man, everybody's jersey was attached. And then by the time we played, we had all them shits cut, man. At school was mad as shit. Everybody was mad. Like, they gotta cut the jersey, man. But you had to have the flap, man, so the jersey would flap. You know, like that, so it be looking like you flying and shit. We emulated all them dudes, bro. All them dudes. I'm like, hey man, I'm gonna cut the inside of my jersey sleeve too, so I can have it hanging out so it flap. You know what I'm saying? But shit, man, that wasn't our jerseys, were they? They weren't our jerseys. Okay. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. The closest thing that Wishbone working in is remember in the 80s when what was his name? Was it Jerry Glanville? Was running a run and shoot. Who was running a run and shoot in where Houston? It wasn't Glanville. Glanville was with the Falcons with Dion and them. When they had they was doing a run and shoot offense, man, with when Warren Moon came in there, man. Who was their coach, bro? Because Bum Phillips was already gone already. That run and shoot was very similar. Okay. to the wishbone to some extent, except the running back wasn't running back. Yeah, Mouse Davis. Yeah. So they when they were running that, that was kind of along the lines of a wishbone, but you can't run that kind of offense, man. You can't run that kind of offense in the pros, and that's why Chip Kelly was so bad of a offensive coordinator, because the hashes are wider. You know, and when you're in college, the hash marks are wider. You got more space. Okay, people, if you're playing hash mark to hash mark, you got more space to maneuver out there. Them hash marks ain't wide like that in the pros. So all those college plays, that shit ain't gonna work. Okay, it's not gonna work. Right? Not at all. Not even a little bit. It's not gonna work. All right. So yeah, man, you said Tommy Frazier was going crazy with the option with Lawrence Phillips. Rest in peace. Lawrence Phillips was a beast, but then when he came to the pros, he was a fool. I remember Lawrence Phillips, man, when he first got drafted by the Rams. D. Bernie, you know this. And then when he came up to San Francisco, bro, I mean, I was outside. I'm older than him, so he was out. That fool was always in some shit. Lawrence Phillips, rest in peace, he was always in some shit with the outside with police arguing with him or something with a shooby-dooby or something, or security trying to fight. Lawrence Phillips was always in some shit, bro. Always. Every time I seen him, dog, he was always in something, dog. Okay. All right, man. Jack Pardee, bro. Yeah, Jack Pardee was also the coach of the Redskins, if I ain't mistaken. I think Jack Pardee also coached the Redskins too. Okay. Derek Douglas, man, do you like your quarterback under center? I do. I never liked the gun all the time. Nah, man. Of course I like the quarterback under center, but if you don't have time, if you don't have the time necessary, and you're trying to get the ball out quick, it's best for you to be in the gun. But yeah, man, it's like, man, seeing a quarterback that's under center more than in the gun, you don't really see it like that, you know. But I do, you know, I like traditional, man, but you got to have time. It's always best to be able to do back and forth. But football's designed for that. You want your quarterback to get the ball out in two ticks. 1,001, 1,002 balls gone. Okay? That's why the drops got lower and lower. It's always funny to me, Derek, when I watch old school football, like when I watch Jim Plunkett and they got a 7-step drop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm like, you don't got no time for that shit now. 5-step drop, 3-step drop. That's it. 5 and 3. If you're gonna do that, you better be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not no 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now you see a 7-step drop if you do not have time. Okay. I saw Geno Smith legitimately do a 7-step drop more than a few times this season, where they said, okay, let's do a 7-step drop. So, but then you're damn near 15 yards behind the line of scrimmage. So yeah, those drops, man. Okay. No director for centers. I knew they weren't gonna let it. I knew they weren't gonna let it keep going, bro. I knew they weren't gonna let it keep going. Man. I knew it. They was gonna hold back. All right, man. Ryan didn't get it. Nah. All right, man. Oakland got some chips, though. Oakland's bringing home some hardware, though, man. Al Jordan, Houston, Detroit, we're running the run and shoot. Yeah, man, who was was Wayne Fonts? Wayne Fonts was the coach of the Lions when they were run and shoot, right, Al? Wayne Fonts? Fontes? Wayne Fonts? I think that he was the coach. Either he was the coach then or he was Barry Sanders' first coach. Okay? See how we're just going around the league. See, y'all cats what I'm talking to right now, you guys are the type of cats that I like to talk to. Because you guys know what I know. Y'all know shit. These dudes coming over here, man, these guys be coming over here trying to try some shit that got tried on them at work. Okay? Straight up. Said the Oscars will repeat at 8. I ain't gonna watch it. Now that I know that my boy Ryan didn't win, I ain't watching it again. Okay? Did Michael B. Jordan win anything? Was he nominated? What's up with Tiana Taylor? Sarah, did Tiana win? I know she was nominated for that Leonardo DiCaprio movie. Okay. All right, man. So yeah. But yeah, man, you guys are from my era, man. I love talking about that kind of football. All right, that's how we learned the game. We learned the game from watching these guys play, bro. Okay. But it's kind of cool because I have to think like you guys. The questions y'all asked me, I had to actually go back into the files and figure out like, well, Walter Payton's a running back. I was like, Masui, yeah, Masui. Like I had to go back and be, oh yeah, Masui. It didn't take long, but still, you know. All right, man. So yeah, y'all. I guess we will see how it all goes, man. We'll stay running around, man. Hope you guys go ahead and turn it in, man. Enjoy the rest of you guys' evening, man. But you gotta, if you missed last night's live or if you've missed the last few lives, make sure you go back and check them out because there's a lot of good game on there, a lot of good information, and we're going to continue to do that. She didn't win. Michael's category's next. Okay, cool. All right, man. Well, at least she was nominated, man. At least she was nominated. It was funny, Sarah. Maybe about 10 years ago, we were at the Beverly Center. Yeah, not longer than 10 years. Maybe it was like 12 years ago. We were at the Beverly Center. We went to Chipotle. And we went to Chipotle, man. And this was before she married Iman Shumpert. And she came in. She came in and was in line with us. And my, wife, she wasn't my wife at the time, but she was all like, oh my gosh, Tiana Taylor. I was like, hey, that is Tiana Taylor. Back when she was singing stuff, with doing background dancing and all that stuff for Chris Brown and all that, she was standing right in line with us. And I say something to her. She was like, no. Back then she was real shy about that. Now she'll say what's up. But I said, hey, Tiana, how you doing? She was like, how you doing? I was like, I'm good. You getting ready to get something? She's like, yeah, I'm getting ready to get me something to eat. So I just kind of left it open like that. So wife kind of jumped in. Yeah, I like coming here too, like that kind of shit. So we saw her, man, about 10 years ago at the damn Chipotle and shit here in L.A., okay? Yeah, salute to her, okay? All right, man. Did Michael B. Jordan win it? I don't hear no yelling. Did he win it? Okay. Yeah. Michael B. Jordan won. Yeah. That's what we needed, man. Salute to Michael B. Jeezy. Yeah, Thurman Thomas was a better running back at the time than Barry Sanders. And Barry Sanders said it was good that he did that. Okay? Yeah, Rodney Peete was quarterback at Detroit, yeah. Yep, with Wayne Fontes and all of that. All right, man. That's dope. Michael B. Jordan. I don't hear her yelling yet. Okay? So, yeah, that's good, man. Good. I'll be able to watch that on repeat. All right? So, good, man. Good. Michael B. Jordan won that stuff. That's good. That's what we need, man. Would have been good if Ryan Coogler would have won but Ryan Coogler owns the movie that everyone's winning on. Okay? All right. So, all right, y'all, man. Go ahead and shut it down, man. Good talking with you guys. Go in here and see if I can push the rewind button on this right quick. And we'll go from there, man. But we'll holler at you guys tomorrow, man. Enjoy the rest of y'all evening. A little bit of left of Sunday that you got. Enjoy it, man. And we'll reconvene tomorrow. Matthew Shacker Filter.